Welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers of the Orphan Guild. It is I, your host, the D&D Orphan, back today with another episode of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Our group is finally back after a week and a half long hiatus to continue our adventure into the Feywild, where we had last left off. Some rather interesting events had occurred where one of our lovely players, Xerix, playing Zareth, had flirted up our lovely resident swan of the Wild Witchlight Carnival, successfully raising up the swan to the degree of her becoming thirsty for him. The scene ending with a fade to black of the dragon and swan honking their little lives away behind a rock. Where we pick up today, the swan, who I'm forgetting his name currently,
Featherine.
Featherine, thank you very much.
Wow,
Of course,
for the first time I remember the name, and
Of-
it's the fucking character I fucked.
and of course it's the swan you fuck.
Surprised.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Featherine is dropping Zareth back off at the docks where the rest of the group is waiting for him. The rest of the group consisting of a few other members, and where one person who had last session passed out after blowing out the strings of their dandelion and making their wish, is now re-emerging and coming to join the group after being helped by the Witchlight Carnival hands and given some medical attention. With that, we now introduce our players, and to start us off, we'll start with the man of the hour himself, the scaled menace, the feathered fucker,
The scaled menace. Pictures of Spider-Man.
Xerix, playing Zareth. Xerix, introduce your character.
I am playing Zereth, a dragonborn, who is from the Hells, and I'm also a sorcerer.
With what subclass?
Draconic.
And then from there, we have a player who will be joining us in just not too long, hopefully. So they will make their introduction when they arrive. But next to them, we have the amazing Kareem.
Hello, I'm Kareem. I am playing Kalis, the elf, druid, subclass circle of Claw and Fang.
From there, we have a resident who you've seen on this channel many a times on different series. Over on my Sunday sessions, we have the amazing Twisted.
Hi, I'm Twisted. I'm currently playing Grevin, the Eladrin circle of the Shepherd Druid.
And then last but certainly not least, we have the smallest of the dwarves on our team. Not the smallest of the dwarves, but the smallest dwarf on the team. Not even technically speaking, because Kazuki could kind of be considered a dwarf, but they're a fairy. We have the amazing Dash Falcon.
I am Gremlin, also known as Dash Falcon. I am a draconic dwarf.
And you are a paladin of what oath?
Of
Watchers.
I forgot what it was.
The Watcher.
Watchers, yeah, Watchers.
Paladin of the Watcher oath. And with that, we pick up the scene with Zareth being dropped off by Featherine giving a little wink before quickly swimming off to continue other work elsewhere, disappearing before anything else can happen there, before we have to even speak to her. No words need to be said. Quickly moving on with that, Zareth,
Damn it.
you are
I wanted to
walking,
see shit.
you are walking back up the dock where you see the rest of your group is currently standing, waiting for you at the archway entrance. You see across from the group a familiar face, someone who passed out not too long ago, is walking up to the group as well. As you approach from the one side, Falcon, you have just been dropped off at this archway where you see a gorgeous, beautiful riverside, where the magic water all accumulates into a large pond with a giant rock sitting in the back of it with a clamshell. The clamshell has a large glass bowl where a mermaid usually sings and performs, but she is currently nowhere to be found. Your team is currently standing upon a dock into this pond, and you have just seen a giant swan, bigger than the ferret that pulled the wagon here that brought you all here, just drop Zareth off at the edge of the dock where the rest of your group seems to be waiting for him. You're walking up to them, and what just happened to you was that you suddenly woken up. You were in this tent, laying on this bed with a pillow underneath your neck, and as you woken up, these people in these attire, they look just like this person over here on the stream. Oh yeah, can you wash the stream, Dash Falcon? If you can actually see the stream, you can see the map, so that might help you. But they look like this
Yes.
this clownish little fellow here, colored in rainbow robes with masks on and these sparkler devices that they wave around. One of these masked fellows quickly got you some water as you woke up, and told you about what happened, how you had passed out for some strange reason. You not really understanding why you had passed out either, you just seeming to have passed out. They had told you that they knew where your group was, and
I can hear it.
two of them took you and escorted you to the where your group is, which is now where you're arriving. So as you walk up to the group, Zareth, you're walking up from the other side. Grevin, I'll say you notice before even Zareth arrives, because you're obviously probably not paying attention, looking over where he's having sex with a swan. I would assume you're looking towards the carnival. So you see Fremlin approaching. And as you see Fremlin approaching, what do you say to him, Twisted?
Welcome back.
Dash Falcon, Grevin greets you, saying welcome back as you approach the dockside.
Greetings, everyone. What happened?
Zareth is gonna look at
Uh,
him.
quick question. You kind of just passed out and got carried off by a bunch of little Oompa Loompa looking things.
I have absolutely no idea what happened to you. We caught a little troublemaker, and we're on our way to bring her to Mr. Witch and Light. And as you can see, we have a little dress-up party, referring to the whole party who's dressed in carnival attire.
Indeed. And as you say this, from the behind, walking up the back of the docks, Zareth, you begin to walk into the scene. As you hear the conversation playing out in front of you, what do you say?
I'm gonna kind of stretch, stretch my arm a little bit, like in a circular motion. And he's gonna say, "Ah, I do love a good workout." And he kind of chuckles slightly, goes, "I bet she did too."
And you guys see behind Zareth, the carnival worker who just helped Zareth off of Featherine, is like wiping. He's looking at his robes, which are like kind of drenched in something, and he's kind of like slinging them down, and like just gloop and like glop is just coming off of him, and he's making, like, you can see even behind the mask, he's just like grossed out, as he like slowly starts to take off the outer robe, and he just throws it into the water.
Man, you're horrible,
Yells over,
man, dragon.
Gillis just yells over. You should probably get that changed.
The
I need to get
carnival
that checked.
the carnival worker shakes their head at you, gives a thumbs up, and then you see them turn and dive into the water.
Yeah.
Wild.
Great. Get a new one when you can.
as
And then Xerxes is like, well, that's one woman down.
as the crow shaking its head around. Ah, you people are fucking weird.
No, he's weird. I've no relation to that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know him either. He's a creep.
Bruh.
Well, are we gonna go see the misters, or are we just standing around all day?
The what?
We're going to see them at the extravaganza.
Oh,
I thought there
Why
was a
don't
few
you say-
hours before we had to meet them.
Yeah, we have a few hours to burn.
ah,
Were we heading to the,
Yeah, we were
to the
heading
food eating place?
Yeah, to the eatery, the feasting orchard.
I guess I could eat a bite. Ah, fine.
Good. It's not like I'll let you out of my sight, so you've got nowhere to go.
You see the crow looking at the water, contemplating jumping in, but just the thought of the water, they shake their back and they're like, nah. Okay, whatever. As they stick really, you see them sticking really close to you, Caleb.
Yep, that's good.
And as you all begin to leave the docks, the elven woman gestures to you all. Ah, I hope you all enjoyed your ride, and please make sure to come back, especially you. Looking at you, Grevin.
Oh, well, thank you.
Xerxes is gonna be like, oh, I definitely sure did enjoy my time.
Yes, we all could hear for miles. Looking with like a 1,000-yard stare beginning to slowly form.
He's gonna respond with, yeah, and that's how a real man does it.
And as you all walk off of the dock, Kazuki quickly trying to fly and catch up to you, suddenly whoosh, woof, woo, the wind begins to pick up, swirling, and you all turn around to hear ah! As the fairy is picked up into the wind and taken to the distance. You see them floating towards while you were flying above air. You saw that the direction she had was kind of close to the pixie kingdom.
So who just got grabbed?
No one got grabbed. The little fairy just got taken by the wind.
I'm gonna assume this is a no.
Which little?
Could I mage hand?
Oh,
to
you
grab
okay?
her?
So Ares.
Yeah, this is so that Ares shows up later and it's explainable that they're just not here.
Oh, gotcha.
As Ares, Kazuki, as you see them flying off in the direction of the pixie kingdom.
I make a
Oh
check,
dear, that's unfortunate.
a catch check.
They're not catchable. They're flying off, and it's because Ares isn't here right now. They're gonna show up later, and when they show up, I'm
Understood.
I'm just gonna nudge you guys to a certain location for them to make their entrance. So yeah.
Yeah. Caleb will just make a mental note to go pick her up in the fairy kingdom.
Yep, you got it. Fairy kingdom.
Before we get to the well, at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point before the night is over.
Yeah. So Grevin, you say this and you say, "Oh dear." How do the rest of you react to seeing your fairy friend just picked up by the wind and taken?
What was that little thing flying?
It seemed to be Kazuki. She was flying towards the Pixie Kingdom. I'm sure she'll have an enjoyable time there. We can go pick her up if needed. Let her enjoy the carnival.
Okay. That's weird. We never been to that area.
No, but we saw
Should we
it
try
from
to go over
above.
there? Should we go over there?
No, let's let her enjoy the carnival for now. Let's go to the feasting orchard. You must be hungry after having passed out.
Gremlin, your gut begins to grumble.
Food. Isn't the food behind us? Back over there. I saw
Sorry.
lots of food.
Really quick, out of character, do we want to do a different thing? Because I know that Kazuki's character really wanted the feasting orchard. Yeah.
I mean, we could do another thing, yeah. Um, we could go.
As you say this, Kareem, you open up a map in front of everybody. Spanning open the map.
We could go ride the carousel. Kayla suggests I've heard it's a wonderful ride. They've got some beautiful unicorns.
Use your pointer and like point where you wanna where you.
Female unicorns. No,
I make a mental note to try and get him get him kicked out of the carnival.
Hey, look, even the giant swan's got to get some. He's just providing a service.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, but if he keeps going, like,
Hey, he's raising the mood. He made her happy.
Exactly. Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing
by
his.
making them
He's
happy.
doing the job. I
This,
can't.
this is
I-
how this is how I'm making repentance for making it go lower.
Look, there's a lot of chaotic things
What's
that can
that?
be done, and he's finding a way to do stuff that's actually helpful without.
yeah.
It's
Oh
like,
yeah, no worries.
It's shocking. It's shocking.
What's the calliope?
That's where the little monkey with the buttons was.
Yeah, the calliope. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I called it the calliope because I'm
Yeah.
heavily dyslexic.
Have you heard from
Um,
Aries? Are we sure that she's going to be coming today?
Yes, she will be coming. She's grocery shopping, and that's something that takes some time.
Yeah, and we all know
Why don't
we all know that people take a long time to shop at the store. Fucking
but yeah, so
see something you like.
so the carousel. Kareem's Caleb points out that you guys could go to the carousel. Where
It's quite
else?
close.
What else? What did you point at? Twisted. What are you interested in?
I was pointing at the bubble pop teapot just because it's close to the pixie kingdom for when she does get here, we can go get her more easily.
I mean, we could. The carnival isn't that big. It's not that. It doesn't take that long to get from the carousel to. I mean, of course, we can do whatever you guys would find most fun. Maybe the mystery mine.
The mystery mine all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah, the mystery mine. It uses some great tricks to invoke feelings.
Of course, there's also minor attractions scattered throughout the carnival. A few that you noticed. Over by the ticket booth, as you were flying overhead, there's a giant cyclops that is having staring contests with people for prizes. Over by the snail racing, as you all were leaving the races, they were setting up for something else. And as you flew overhead, you all saw that they are doing goblin wrestling over at the snail races. Over at the carousel, they are doing ring toss. Sadly, I guess Falcon had to leave.
Well, we can go do. I mean, why don't we do a ring toss and then the carousel?
Zarek's just gonna be like, "Ha! Let's go to the place where there's drinking booze."
That's pretty much anywhere, as you can just buy beer at pretty much any stand and stall. They have little cups of beer you can buy for
Yeah, but
pennies.
oh, is there like a drinking contest? You know, like who can drink the most alcohol?
I would say I'll make something I'll do a little, I can easily homebrew an aspect of the feasting orchard to do a drinking contest as well. So, but that would be that's going to be with Aries though, because they really want to do the food thing because that's what
Yeah, that would be the feasting orchard. Yeah.
Yeah. Some other small attractions. Over by the Pixie Kingdom, there is a gnome poetry contest being held right here at these stands right here. What else did I do? What else? There's a feather. There is over by the mystery mine. There is a guess how many feathers is on the bird mini event.
I'd be good at that. Wink, wink.
I was gonna say we could.
Also go visit Durlagron at the Lost and Found.
Yes, of course. There is the Lost and Found, which I have worked the Lost and Found to being in with the carousel scene.
Question: I would imagine in this kind of like setting, would there be like a shooting range, like sort of event thing?
There is not. The ring toss would be the closest thing to like a shooting event.
I was gonna say, why? Since we're right here, we're close by. Why don't we do the ring toss and the carousel?
All right.
Could you imagine this fucking huge? How big did I say Zeref was again? It's like 8 feet tall or some shit.
Yeah.
9 feet tall. I can't remember. This motherfucker's huge. Can you imagine him trying to get on one of those carousels?
All
Well-
right.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Hold on. Give me just a second. And
Oh, there he is. There he is, the pretty boy. Durla, let's go.
Oh, sorry. Ring toss is not over here. Ring toss is at bubble
Oh.
pop teapot. My bad. There's just there's lost and found in the carousel here. That's my bad.
Is that a femboy horse?
Oh, I kind of wanted to go do something that we could win prizes at. What my idea was.
Is that a displacer beast or is that just a fucking?
That is
panther?
a displacer beast. Yes, that is a displacer beast.
Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. Carousel. All right. As you all approach, you all see a large circular carousel of wooden unicorns currently standing motionless around a circular wooden platform. There are fairgoers clambering onto the unicorn's back as a female centaur on the opposite side of you all sets the ride in motion. The unicorns shake their manes and slowly begin to creak to life, centering around the carousel to the delight of the riders. As the ride spins round and round, the centaur in the back calls out, "Come ride the carousel, only one ticket punch." And over to the other side, you see a wagon with a large creature sitting out front. Outside the lost property wagon is a feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses with two young boys. One boy squeals again, while the other hangs onto the creature's neck. The creature, as it plays with the two boys, the creature sees one of the boys reach for a red ball within the lost and found and snaps, growling at the little child, causing the little boy to go running away, crying.
Durla, calm down.
And now you all may interact. Sorry, that was the intro.
Okay. But do we
It's-
see this? We see this, right?
Yes, you see all of this as
Okay.
everything I just described to you. You see all of it.
Okay, so Caliph will run over, trying to calm down Durla Gron, and be like, "Calm down. He didn't know. He didn't know, Durla."
Kevin will make his way to the child to.
You all hear the beast speak, Grevin, as you begin to make your way to the child. You hear from behind you, and as all the rest of you approach into the scene, one of you, that one being disappeared, and he goes and starts talking to this carnival worker over here. And Zareth, you're approaching the scene. You all hear the beast speak. I am sorry. You are correct.
It's okay. Just do remember the kids don't know.
Why are you not at the races, Caliph?
I was tasked with showing around this group for the night, so I was given the night off.
Ah, very lucky. I am unable to leave as this little one, Alowin, cannot find his mother. Could
Ah,
you
that
all
is
please,
unlucky.
could you please, Caliph, go get the other little one? His name is Vero. I am very sorry for what I did, and I wish to apologize.
Yes, of course, of course. Of course, I'll go get them right now.
As we cut over to Grevin, as you were the first person to say you were approaching the child, Zareth, you following not too far behind. Grevin, what do you say to the child?
Are you okay, young one?
Yeah, just the big kitty scared me.
It's unfortunate. And I'll hold out a good berry. Are you perhaps a little hungry?
Oh, I get wait, but my mom always said not to take food from strangers, but I don't know you, sir.
It's perfectly fine, and I'll eat one myself.
And he sees you eat it, and he's like, "Oh, I guess you wouldn't poison yourself. Okay." And he takes the other good bear and he puts it in his mouth, and oh, that's good.
Oh, glad you enjoyed it.
You see
Please,
him looking down to his feet, kind of just like kicking at the dirt a bit.
Wait, was
you know why?
was the kid
you
crying
know why?
or
Yeah, you can definitely see that his cheeks are red,
Okay.
but he's like putting on a strong face, essentially. Grivin, what were you saying?
Do you know why? Do you know why the creature snapped at you like that?
Oh, no, she was so nice, and then I tried to touch the pretty red bowl, and she got angry.
Oh,
Derek is gonna
perhaps,
speak up. Oh.
perhaps the ball is of some sort of sentimental value to the creature.
Sentimental. And then Zareth slowly approaching. Oh, you're big. I like your wings. They're cool. As Grevin, you kind of turn your head over, turn your shoulder. You see Zareth approaching from behind you. Zareth, what do you say?
He's gonna look at the boy and he's gonna say, "You need to stay strong. So, that beast over there shouldn't be making you so, what's the word, worried or scared. You've got to be a big, strong man for your family. That's what a man does, right?" He can tell this boy is upset about what was happened earlier, so he's kind of trying giving him that, encouragement talk.
Yeah. As he kind of turns and he's like, "Yeah, that's what Daddy always said before Daddy went off for the war and Daddy didn't come back 4 years ago, and now it's just me, Mommy, and sister."
He's gonna say, "Well, if that's the case, you've got to look after your family. That's what a man does, doesn't isn't it?" And he kind of looks over at the displacer beast, and he goes, "Maybe you should go back over there and speak your mind to the beast."
As he looks like kind of like stretches his body as far as he can, like to kind of look around your big ass frame to over to the displacer beast, and he's like, I don't know, the kitty's really big and it's got scary spiky things."
Are you talking to me?
He kind of look at talk. He's not saying about you, but he's like talking about like the displacer beast, like tentacles and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Zoro just says, "I thought you were a man. You've got to get over your fears if you want to protect your mother and sister."
Yeah. As he kind of gets up off his feet, off his like he was kind of like in a hurdled position, as he stands and he kind of like kicks the dirt off, like brushes himself off, and like he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go say that was scary and I didn't like it." and he looks to you,
Whoa.
Grevin, and he's like, "Thank you for the food." And he turns to you and he says, "Thank you for, I don't know, being a dad. It's been a while since I had one, so I don't know what it's like. Anyway, bye." As he quickly runs between your legs, and he starts running over to Displacer Beast. As Caliph, you just were beginning to walk up, and you kind of overheard a lot of what was being said as the kid looked. "Oh, hi!" It waves to you as it goes running back over to Displacer Beast, and you all hear from as the kid arrives at the Displacer Beast, and he's like, "Hey, that was not very nice."
Cut out.
Oh, I cut out.
Yeah, a little.
What part?
The start,
Yeah.
the start of the boy talking again.
Okay. Oh, hey, yeah, what you did was not very nice, and it was scary. I didn't like it. As the Displacer Beast slowly, its head turns over, and it kind of like gets closer, and then the tentacle like wraps around the kid and pulls him in, and the Displacer Beast like nuzzles her head like onto his hair and speaks, "I'm very sorry, child. You are correct. It was not nice of me." As bum ba da dun da 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 dun da da dun dun da da dun da beep, the tracker goes up.
Wait, did it also go up because I fucked the swan?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought
No.
you said it did earlier.
It
That's why I
did.
was
It did.
confused.
Last session, you guys did get it up because you all dressed up and everything.
That's what she said.
And then it did go up again because you all participated in the swan's questions. If any
Oh
of you,
yeah, it did.
yeah, if
It
you
definitely went up.
and Caliph, as you arrive to see Grevin and Zareth, Grevin and Zareth, what are you to say to each other as the kid leaves? Because Caliph obviously wouldn't have a chance to speak just instantly, because you two would be like you have a second to talk to each other. So what would you say?
He just kind of yawns and he's like, "Man, I'm glad I don't have kids."
Grevin?
He's dead.
I don't hear him. We cannot hear.
Fuck, I was muted.
Oh,
Sorry, I was muted.
okay, that's why. That makes sense. Okay, well, what did you say?
Grevin again kind of looks a little bit solemn. Children are quite curious.
As
He
Caliph.
kind of just he kind of just shrugs and he's like, "Yeah, they annoy me, but it is what it is, I suppose. I'm not really a people person like that. I much prefer the women over the children." And he kind of chuckles.
As Caliph, you round the corner to see the two of them. What do you say?
Thank you for the help with Verlo, right?
Yes, correct.
Miro, no Verlo, yeah. That was of great help, and congratulations on getting them calmed down.
I just told him to stop being such a little bitch, but in a nicer way.
If it works, I guess it's fine. The mood does not seem to have gone down. Just careful when you choose your words. But yes, sorry about that. Durla isn't usually that aggressive. It is not my story to tell why, but he has stuff from his past.
Ooh, trauma. We love a good trauma.
And
Perhaps.
as you finish speaking, Caliph, behind you the carousel slowly begins to stop, and all the passengers begin to get off. And the centaur begins to call out, "All right, who would like to ride? Come one, come all."
I'm definitely breaking this thing. I weigh like 500 pounds. I'm like 500 pounds. This thing is gonna
That's
break.
my counter argument. It's magically enchanted.
Mhm.
My
Okay, this whole carnival can be packed up in a hour with the staff. It's
Yeah.
Guess what?
really
My art is magical.
so is Kayla's.
Shut up.
Like
As you all begin to quickly make your way around before the ride fills up too quickly. Fremlin waving you off, saying that he's busy having a conversation about stone, some very cool stone that this guy happened to find. And they're deep into their philosophical questions about if stone is actually alive or not, and they're going to be doing that for a while.
right. Yeah, let's go take a ride with Diana.
As you all approach the carousel's loading platform on the other side where the wagon is, you all see the centaur. For context, let me post. Oh, right, I forgot to be. That's my bad. Let me show some pictures to you guys. Friday's chat, characters, upload files. Okay, the displacer beast.
You mean NPCs, right?
Yeah, I'm dropping it in the yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just drag and drop? Oh, I totally can.
Yeah.
No, I can't. No, I can't. Weird. Why the fuck can't I?
You should be able to drag and drop.
Yeah, you'd think so, but for some reason it's not letting me.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I mean, D&D Beyond is usually weird with it, but that should be it.
Yeah, there's actually a good amount of NPCs I haven't added yet, which is me. Of course I haven't. There we go.
I can send you a reminder post session.
No, it's all good. I found what I needed.
Yeah.
What, man? All the pictures with the one I'm looking for seem to be here. I hate when this happens.
I really want to order food, but I can't because I gotta save money.
I fucking feel that. Trust me. There we go. Cloppington. There she is. And then the only one I can't seem to find is the Displacer Beast's image. But fuck it for now. Whatever.
I can take care of that if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. Just post it for me. There we go. All right. So
Yeah.
I just posted some character images and shit. Diana Coppington. As you all approach, you see this centaurian woman. You see her. The horse half of her is colored brown and white. And as the skin continues to go up, you see that while the fur stops, her skin keeps that brown and white color scheme. This is what she looks like for everyone at home. As she you see her wearily greeting people, letting them. You see people beginning to get onto the ride as the seats slowly fill up as you guys hop into line. And after not too long, you guys make your way up to her as she looks to all of you, saying, "Ah, very well. Tickets, please. Tickets, please." As you all look at her, please roll me perception.
Perception.
You know what I'm about to ask, don't you?
What?
You know what I'm about to ask, don't you?
No, I do not.
Can I try to? Can I roll to try and woo her?
Oh, you just first roll perception. The perception's the bigger thing
Okay.
now.
21.
Caleb, you recognize it as always. You kind of know.
I'm gonna check. You said perception, right?
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Yeah, so the only person who notices is Caleb, and you obviously kind of have an idea, but you don't know everything.
I got a 14, but I do have a passive of 7.
Well, I'll let you work off your passive. So Grevin and Caleb, you both notice that as Diana greets you with a smile on her face, you see sadness behind her eyes as she holds her hand out, waiting to stamp your tickets.
Was everything all right with you?
She kind of shockingly looks at you. Yes. What do you? Why do you ask?
Um, I recognize the look in your eyes. It seems that it's one of great sadness.
Well, that is what happens when one makes a very bad deal. Looking down at her body.
Zareth is gonna say,
What do you mean?
uh,
You say, what do you mean, Grevin? Zareth, what do you say?
he's gonna say. Oh, wait, so he said she said something about her body, right?
She says, that's what happens when you make a bad deal, and she looks down at her body.
Okay. He's gonna say, "Well, I don't think you have anything to worry about. You look beautiful to me."
She blushes as she looks to Grevin, answering his question. She says, it's just, uh, I made a bad deal once upon a time, and let's just leave it at that. It's a very sad and hard story to tell.
Something I'm all too familiar with.
She looks at you and she says, but something about you all. This carousel is not as it seems. And if you are able to figure out what has been lost, you may get clues for what I believe you to be seeking.
Figure out what's been lost.
As she looks over at the carousel, you see every set of the horses, there is a pair. You see how they're all lined up side by side. Every set, there are two of each one, and you see on some of the horses there are names, while some of them are scratched out.
I look to Caliph. What do you know of this carousel?
I remember something about a riddle, some play of words at some point, but it's been a long time since I solved it myself. Um, However, if you want to give it a go, go ahead. I will not be of assistance.
As she looks to you, Grevin, and Zareth, she holds out her hands. So, would you like to ride? Let me stamp your tickets.
Zareth is gonna be like, "Only if I get to ride with you."
Roll me a general charisma.
General charisma? What do you mean, like
Just charisma roll. Just a general charisma roll.
no proficiency?
Just your charisma. If you have proficiency,
Modifier.
if you have proficiency in charisma, then yes. But I mean, just roll me charisma. Roll me a like not a skill in charisma, just charisma.
Okay, yeah, so that'd be +4 then. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to see how charismatic you come off as, because you're not. There's no flirting roll. You know, charisma is just how you flirt.
That is a 16.
I didn't see the roll in Owlbear.
I rolled a 12.
Hold on. There we go. It just showed up. Just takes some time sometimes in Owlbear. All right, so 16. She keeps the same level of blush, but she ignores the statement. She just continues to try to get your ticket to punch it.
Okay. Are
You
you gonna say?
you see the sadness behind her eyes is clearly too much for her to be, for at least that level of wooing to do anything.
Can I make a can I make another check to like say like be like, oh, I can since you're upset about something, would you like to talk to me in private about it? I can
After
be
after the
quite
ride,
good
try again after the ride. But since you
Okay.
essentially just failed right there, like I said, just try
Okay,
again
okay.
after the ride.
He's gonna say, this ride, I think it might be a problem with my height and weight.
She chuckles as she says, "Ha ha ha! Actually, there's a pair of who just else left? Twisted? Where the fuck did
He
Twisted
just-
leave? Oh, okay. There
Twist
he's
is
back.
back.
He's back. Okay, cool.
Everything went quiet. I'm like, hello.
Okay, yeah. So that was weird. Yeah, we've still been talking. What was the last thing you heard?
Was the it was like I got disconnected right after he did his like charisma roll.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you haven't missed anything yet. He just said that he thinks he'll have a problem getting on the ride because he's too big. She just laughed. She chuckled. She said, "Actually, there's a pair of horses that pull a wagon designed specifically for our larger guests who would like to ride." And she points over to here, and shows off this specific wagon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So is that where
Um,
you go to sit?
Sure.
All right. So you hand your ticket in. She punches it. Don't forget to write down another punch into your ticket as you make your way onto the platform and sit in the carousel. As you sit into the onto the wagon, you see your pair of horses. One of the names is scratched out. There is a scratch mark, and then the letter N. And then the other horse's name. Wait, hold on. That's not correct. Hold on. There is
You're on the fourth pair, right?
yeah, the way it's written is wrong.
No, it isn't.
The tag reads space N. That is not how many letters are in that horse's name.
Space and space. There's a space at the end.
Oh
Also.
yeah, for me it doesn't show a space at the end, and there should be.
Okay, it does on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. Okay, so yeah, so so one of the horses' name is space N space. There's a scratch mark N scratch mark, and then the other horse's name reads A Stitch in Time.
Damn, I got the cool horses. Zereth gonna be like, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is some sort of kid's ride.
And Grevin, as you walk up, what do you say to her?
As I walk up to who I thought I was already over there.
You haven't got on the ride yet. You haven't had your ticket stamped yet. You have to have your ticket punched.
Oh yeah.
So as you walk up, she takes your ticket. What do you say to her?
So what I'll do is, as I hand her a ticket and be like, remembering the flower from the Silver Swan that the one person had drawn, that they said it was a really pretty flower, I'll draft another one of those, and I'll hand it to her and say, hopefully this will cheer you up a little bit.
Oh, thank you very much, you very nice man. As she takes the flower and she hands you your ticket back with another punch in it. Make sure to keep track of how many punches you have in your tickets.
Oh, I haven't been keeping track. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay, after this,
I don't think I have either. I didn't know I had to.
After the session, just go back and watch the other ones. There's only been 2 episodes so far, so it's not that much. Watch the episodes and see.
So
how
far,
many
we've only
goes.
done the snail and the swan so far. So
Yes, that's just
so
the
it's
third
So
one.
it should just be 2 then. Yeah. So, all right. And
out of
Grevin,
I think
where
the
do you?
snails took you a punch, did they?
Yes, they took a punch too.
Okay, great.
So where do you go to sit, Grevin?
sorry, I'm just adding that as a note. Hold on. Real Albert, so I can't see what you're looking at. Okay, so that's added. So just pick a spot to sit down.
Yep. Choose a horse.
They all horses? I see a rabbit.
The horses.
Let's
You know that the pairs of horses are what have to do with the riddle. as
Oh, so I have to sit on a pair of horses.
if you want to, get information on the riddle at least. All right. And as you sit on your horse, you see that the horse you're sitting on reads Fortune Favors. And then the horse next to yours, its pair, reads the letter B, scratch mark, scratch mark, scratch mark.
So you said the first part says what?
Your horse reads Fortune Favors. The other horse has a word, but it's scratched out. The only letter visible is B. It's the first letter, and the following 3 letters are all scratched out. So there's 4-letter
Fortune
total.
favors the bold.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
As you say that, the horses you're on eyes light up. The ride hasn't started yet. Do you go sit somewhere else? People are still getting on the carousel, so you still have time. You see the other pairs of horses are still vacant as well.
Go to another pair of horses then.
As you quickly make your way to the next pair, you see that these two, one of them reads PR, scratch mark, scratch mark, scratch mark, while the other says, what comes before the fall?
The first one says PR space space space.
Yep.
And pride comes before the fall.
I'm assuming you say that out loud again.
Again. Yep.
Yep. And as you say that sentence, the horse's eyes begin to glow. You see the ride is quickly beginning to fill up, and the only pair of horses left other than the ones that are pulling the wagon Zareth is sitting on are still left vacant. As you quickly dash over, sitting onto it, you read. One says M, scratch mark, S. And the other reads, what never gathers on a rolling stone.
Moss.
You just say the word moss.
Moss never gathers on a rolling stone.
As you say the full sentence, the eyes begin to glow, and you hop upon the carousel right next to Zareth as the carousel begins to spin. As it begins to spin, you see the only pair of horses that are identical left, the ones pulling Zareth's wagon, their eyes still aren't glowing. Do you say anything to Zareth? Since you're right next to him, you guys can easily speak to each other, no problem.
What is your riddle?
That's a riddle?
The words on the horses.
Isn't that just their fucking name?
No, they're all riddles. I've solved the other 3.
I don't fucking know. I'm not very good at riddles.
What does yours say?
I don't actually remember what it said.
Your character remembers. You remember that the 2 horses, one of their names is scratched out. You see the scratch marks go scratch mark, N, scratch mark, and then the other one reads A Stitch in Time.
I have no fucking clue.
You just what I said is what Zareth says to you. That Twisted.
Yeah.
A needle? I don't fucking know.
It's a 4-letter word with the third letter being N.
I have no. You're asking the wrong guy about riddles.
If you would like to, Zareth, would you like to roll an intelligence check?
Ah, yes, with my negative intelligence, sure.
Go ahead, roll me an intelligence check.
This is gonna go well. Yeah, it's a 7.
I roll an
Platypus.
intelligence check.
Caleb, just remember this one is particularly tricky.
Roll an
Yes.
intelligence check as well.
Go ahead, Twisted. Yes, you can.
That's what that is. It's a 10.
10. Sadly, you're looking at it. A stitch in time, something, something, and something. You're not quite sure.
Roll a active perception check to see if I can see what letters may be under the scratch marks.
Go ahead, yeah.
Nat 20.
Ho-ho! You are able to make out that the very first letter underneath the scratch marks, you see another N.
I've never heard of this, I'm pretty sure. It's not much. Not
I mean,
really a
you
riddle.
could ask Caleb for a hint.
You said you weren't going to help, but
Yeah.
you're not even on the carousel.
No, I'm standing beside it.
But yeah, you
started.
and
next.
it's currently spinning round and round. But
Okay.
even though you aren't on it, you're literally right next to it. They could literally just turn to you
Yeah,
and
it's-
ask you off the
Yeah,
carousel.
and it's not going fast.
I will use the message cantrip actually,
Perfect.
Okay.
and I will. Caleb, have you ever heard of something that's a stitch in time? The first letter's N, the third letter's N.
A stitch in time saves. I don't remember the last word. I think it's a. I think it's a number.
Maybe 9.
Do I really need
Maybe.
that? Do I need to ask the Jeopardy question again?
Well, that's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying to Caleb.
Oh, okay, you respond
Could it be
back.
9?
Could it be 9?
Yes.
It could. Let me check. Yeah, it could. It's probably 9.
So what was the entirety of what you said?
So Caleb says out loud, since they've figured it out with a hint. A stitch in time saves 9.
And as Caleb says
Oh.
that, you see underneath you, Vanagar, not underneath you, you see in front of Zareth, the horses pulling the wagon's eyes begin to glow. And as all of them begin to glow, you all see the horses begin to shake their heads and come to life. As the horses begin to come to life, they begin to look around. Oh, wow. Haven't seen the sky in quite some time. How long has it been, brothers and sisters? As they all look to each other, neighing in response. But it seems that no one but you all can see this. What do you do?
I just think this is normal.
So wait, what am I seeing?
The horses, all of the ones that all of the horses that you would the
Yeah,
porcelain,
they like come to life.
they all come to life and they begin to speak to each other, asking how long it's been as they look up to the night sky. But it seems no one but you all notice this.
Would Caleb know how long it's been, since he was probably the last one to solve the riddle?
Yeah, it's been since you were the last one to solve the riddle, probably.
So 16 years? Yeah.
Yeah,
16
something like
years.
that. Yeah.
Does Caleb see this because Caleb isn't on the ride?
I
Yes,
was
yes,
told I was seeing it.
yes. Caleb sees this as
Like,
well. Correct.
It,
Because Caleb partook in the solving of the riddle, Caleb also sees what is happening. Same with Zareth. Even though Zareth didn't solve the riddle himself, he gave you the information you needed to give to Caleb to get the answer. So he still partook.
it's like a carousel, not a roller coaster. It's not going around at 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I just inform one of the we settled on horses here, yes.
Yes, horses.
Horses. That it's been 16 years since he last freed them from their bonds.
As they turn their head, oh, it's you, the last riddle answerer. Did you come back for the same information? As they turn their heads.
No, I have some party member. I have some acquaintances that might need the information, and while I didn't solve the full riddle, as that would be cheating, I did give a hint.
Oh, okay. Well, it seemed to have worked, so no cheating was detected on the magic. As the horses, one of the horses notice you're sitting on its back, Grevin, as it looks up to you. Ah, hello. As the other one, the two pulling you, Zareth, look back to you. Hello. As they look to you and they say, so, you have awoken us. What would you like to know?
Is it Zeref, because this is the only thing in Zeref's mind. He wants to try and woo this woman, so he's gonna ask, what's going on with that woman over there? And she kind of points to her, just so he can figure it out.
Oh, Diana's story is such a sad one. Such a sad one indeed, one of the other horses chimes in. Yes, she made a deal with one of the members, one of the 3 hags of the Hourglass Coven, attempting to be reunited with her war horse, who was lost many years before. The witch evilly agreed, cackling her evil cackle, as she indeed reunited Diana with her warhorse, but by fusing their bodies together, turning her into an amalgamation that could be seen as a centaur.
Does that mean she has a penis?
Yeah, you would have definitely seen that.
Oh well.
You wouldn't.
I ain't picky.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't have seen the Shmeenus, but you would have seen like
Shmeenus!
you would have
Horses
seen
have a sheath. Horses have a sheath.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. The sheath. Yes. The cloth that covers.
As I like to say, any hole is a goal.
No.
As the horses
If
turn,
it's your own hole.
they look at.
What?
Take a funny dive, bastard. Take a
What'd he
funny
say?
dive. Even your own hole.
What?
Even your
I
own
mean,
hole.
I mean, is it gay to fuck yourself?
No, you're about to get fucked by a horse cock.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
that's different. A hole is a goal for me, but not a goal for them.
Hey, it's a two-way street, buddy boy. Okay, moving on though. As they look to Grevin, they say, "And what about to you? What would you like to know?
What do you mean? What type of question?
Anything about either Prismere, Zablina, or the Feywilds?"
Anything about Sabrina Prismere? Prismere. So just to recap, Prismere is the place we're trying to get to, correct?
Yes, the specific domain within the Feywilds you are trying to enter.
Sabrina is the person we're trying to find.
Correctamundo.
Correct.
Who you know to be, you know, tied to your past.
Well, I'm gonna have to reread that. It was a long time ago, and it was outside of session, so I'm gonna have to figure that back out.
I can tell you. Just let me know if you want me to tell you.
And well, you guys also know that it's the patron of the noble warlock, right?
Yes, it's the patron
Yeah.
of the noble warlock who gave Brood the quest, who then all hired you.
I don't think that was explained in Kayla's letter. What is it? Was it? I don't think it was.
No, you have no fucking clue about any of that.
I'm just here to guide you guys. Also, after I messaged the question Kalis would have asked, just
Yes,
so I
yeah.
don't have any information that doesn't make sense.
I'll send you the actual answer to that just like another time.
Great. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it worked. It evidently worked. It doesn't matter how. It evidently worked.
Do you know? I'll ask the horses. Do you know the location of the entrance into Prismere?
1 second. Let me see if they know that.
Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to do that.
I'm so
Um,
fucking hungry. Ugh.
Right now.
My food's taking an hour to get here to deliver. I got so minutes left.
Hold on. Let me check something real quick.
None of the services in Denmark deliver this late. We have
Oh,
actual working hours.
Whatever. Whatever.
I don't think the horses do.
They do not know that. However, the horses tell you that while we don't know where the entrance lies, we do know who holds what has been taken from you. As the horses look to you, Grevin, and the horse says, "The hag you seek is allergic to seeing someone run Witter shines."
Okay, you're gonna have to say that again for me. I'll try to write this down.
The hag you seek is allergic to seeing someone run Witter shines.
You saying wither shines?
Witter. Widder. I have no clue what it
Yes.
fucking means. I don't know what it means.
I know what it means. Oh,
So hold on, let me write this down. So
I'll
the hag,
text you what it means.
Yeah.
Orphan.
the hag. Well, I could probably just Google it. The hag.
No, please don't. That is spoilers for the
seek.
chapter. That is spoilers for the chapter. That's why
Well,
I'm saying it.
if witter is a word, I can Google definition.
Yeah.
The hag I
Witter
seek is allergic.
to seeing someone run Witter shines. Widder Witter shins, maybe Shins. It's either Witter
Oh,
shines
that's
or
one word.
yes, it's one word. Witter shins, Witter shines. I'm not sure. I would suggest not looking it up though, because it might be spoilers. Yeah.
It's very heavily spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it an actual word or is it something made up?
It is an
made
actual
up.
word. Yes.
Okay, it's an actual word.
I-
So
well,
you can look it up. You can look it up on Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Yeah, if you look it up in the dictionary, it doesn't. It might be made up. It might be an actual word. I don't remember. Just be
Yeah.
careful to put it into Google.
Yeah,
'cause that'll-
dictionary. Yeah, a dictionary
Yeah.
website's
I
fine,
would-
but
I
yeah,
would-
yeah.
Like, for example, I once tried to look up the word queef, and it wasn't in the dictionary, apparently.
Yeah, okay.
Well, then you've just used the wrong dictionary.
Well, Zareth, the horse,
Ah.
one of the horses in
It's a
front of
Scottish
you,
word.
one of the horses in front of you says, "The hag you seek has foreseen her own death, which happens during an eclipse."
Huh?
The hag.
He,
Oh, that's what you say in character. Okay.
no, yeah. He's just like, huh? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I don't know what these words are. I'm confused. I thought this was just some sort of ride.
The person who has taken that which you hold dear, the hag you seek, has foreseen her own death, which happens during an eclipse.
You talking about my special bottle of wine? I do miss that.
As one of the horses gives you a wink.
What?
Not a
He
sexual
winks
wink.
back.
No.
Okay. It's too late. It's too late.
As the horses look to you both, they say, "It seems you are unaware of the hags. Are we correct?"
I
This will
mean,
be the first I've heard of them.
all I know is that the hags look like that look like some fucking ugly motherfuckers, but that's all I know about them.
Ah, very well. The three hags are the rulers of the Hourglass Coven. One of the hags is the very same witch who turned Diana over there into what she is now. And those three very hags have servants.
Oh, sorry.
Servants that lurk this very carnival, searching for those who enter without paying their fair tax, and they take from them. It seems you, Grevin, have had your things stolen from by Bavlorna.
By the way, I do want to point out the item he had that so-called got taken was technically his blood, so he wouldn't even really notice it missing.
Okay.
Said Bav Lorna.
Specifically a vial of the blood, no?
So
Bavlorna
wait,
Blightshaw.
you spell it for me,
Blight,
sorry?
yeah, Bavlorna. Last name
Okay,
Blightstraw.
okay.
Yeah. And the horse in front of you, Seraph, looks back to you and says, while you have had your item taken by Scabatha Nightshade.
He kind of looked visibly disgusted.
Oh, no.
Ugh,
Sorry.
Scabatha.
Incorrect. Sorry. Not by they didn't say that, so you don't even know that name. They say you have had your item taken by Endolin Moongrave.
I'm not gonna lie, Zephyr's kind of the person to be like, well, I mean, if she looks ugly, oh well, I'll still fuck. But no, he's gonna be like, okay, sure. He doesn't really know what to do with this information.
If you seek to find her, Dragonborn, you can find her lair atop the mountain theater within Prismere. While you, Grevin, can find the one you seek within her cottage on stilts in the Fey Swamp. And one of the horses looks to you,
Cottage in a
Caliph.
face swamp.
Yeah, in the Fey Swamps, upon stilts. A cottage on stilts within the Fey Swamp. While one of the horses looks to you, Caliph, and says, I am sure you remember, but if you don't, the hag who stole from you, Caliph. Do you remember her name? Just asking you.
Endolin, if I remember correct, right?
Yes, Endolin Moongrave, which means she also lurks within the mountaintop theater.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
And please tell your friends, because we can sense that the others you have been surrounded with have also been stolen from, that the fairy has had her item taken by Scabatha Nightshade. Please, Caliph, write this down for Kazuki.
Yeah, yes. Yep.
And the hag that they seek sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature she sees when she wakes up. And of course, the location is a dead, hollowed out tree in the Sylvan Forest. Please write that down for Kazuki, and then also please write this down for Grevin. Not for Grevin, for Fremlin. Fremlin's item was the same thing as what Kazuki has to write down.
Yeah. I'll copy them. And
Yes.
yep.
Perfect. All right.
So there.
And the last bit of information the horses give you before they turn back to Porcelain is the horses tell you that Zablina's dimension, her domain, not dimension, Prismere, has been frozen in time. And the three hags, Bavlorna Blightstraw, Scabatha Nightshade, and Endolin Moongrave, have splintered her realm into places called Hither, Thither, and Yon. And she is held prisoner by them. Together.
Sorry, was there anything super important that I just missed? Drew up my remote.
Oh yeah, you
Top
definitely just a lot. You just missed a lot. So the three names of the hags are Bavlorna Blightshaw, Scabatha Nightshade, and Endolin Moongrave.
Yeah.
They have taken Prismere from Zablina and have frozen it in time They have splintered the realm into 3 different locations, separating it up between the 3 of them. The 3 locations are called Hither, Thither, and Yon, and together the 3 of them make up what is known as the Hourglass Coven. And with that, they all turn back to porcelain as the carousel slowly comes to a stop.
Okay. So Caleb waits for the others to get off. Small talking with Diana about circus life. Um, and when they get off, he mentions that he'd like to swing by and have a little talk with Durla. If they could wait for him or go where they wanted to, and he'll catch up. Just tell him where they're going.
So we're heading out somewhere to a different game, or what? Is that what's going on?
Well,
The-
you could go
DM just
somewhere
got out,
else.
or-
That's what. I don't think so. Why? I don't think he's saying anything. The carousel stopped, and now we're
Yes.
trying to figure
I'm
out
waiting
where
for
to go.
I'm waiting for you guys to start role playing and doing shit.
And that is what Kayla's trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So as the carousel comes to a stop and you're both able to get off the ride, what does everyone do?
So Kayla says, I'm gonna go talk to Durla. But you two run ahead. Just tell me where you're going. And then I'll catch up.
Was gonna go to. I kind of want to go to the ring toss. That was why I came here in the first place. So
Bubble pop.
I would head
teapot.
over to the bubble. Yes, for to play the ring toss and whatnot.
Oh, yes, of course.
Zareth, you follow along with Grevin? Is he still here? I'm just gonna assume he follows along. Make it simpler. All right, you guys make your way. As Caleth, you run up to Derlin, talking to the big cat. As Zareth and Grevin, you two make your way to the exit and begin to travel to the bubble.
So I
pop
literally
teapot.
just got back. Fucking my food came.
You're good. You and Grevin are currently making your way to the bubble pop teapot.
Okay.
As you guys make your way through the Witchlight Carnival, you guys pass the canopy and the big top. And as you guys pass the big top, you hear some Witchlight hands yelling out, "Come back in an hour for the big top extravaganza! Come back for the big top extravaganza in 1 hour exactly." Which means you have just enough time to enjoy yourself at the bubble top pop teapot before we head to the big top. With that, we change scenes to the bubble pop teapot. And
What? I don't get to talk with Durla?
I don't get to
you
fuck
wanted
the
to
centaur?
I didn't know you actually wanted to. I thought, okay, my bad.
Actually,
Cream.
talk to him. Kayla
Okay.
has some information.
Okay, that's my bad. Okay. Well, as Zareth and as Grevin arrive, Fremlin is still off talking about stones because he really likes stones. Kazuki's not here, and Caliph will be arriving in a minute. We'll cut back to the carousel. As Caliph, you walk up to Durla while your 2 allies disappear into the distance. What do you say to Durla?
So, Durla, I don't know how to say this best. I've got a knacking feeling that a lot of the lost items from the carnival, the ones that disappear from this stall and the ones that disappear from guests that never end up here, might have something to do with Prismere.
As Durla looks up to you and says, "You know we are not to speak of that place? Why do you say its name so openly?
Well, the kids wouldn't know what to make of it, and the
But he looks, he
other
points
workers.
to the right, fucking the worker standing not even 10 feet away.
Yeah. The worker there will be occupied for a little, as I nonchalantly I just toss a card from my deck of illusions over there.
Ooh,
Toss a
okay.
card from
It'll
your
last for a
deck.
minute, so
What's the
let me
illusion?
roll a D100.
Let's find out.
Woo! D100, let's go. It is 83. It's a priest.
Not only is it a priest, it is 2 Mormons.
Oh, nice.
They have the Book of Mormon in their hand, and they look to the Witchlight hand, and they say to him, "Have you heard of the Book of Mormon?" And the Witchlight hand then proceeds to have to spend 4 hours talking about that. So yeah, he is.
Oh, I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah, he is heavily distracted.
He's occupied.
Actually, no,
as
no, sorry, that was my bad. It wasn't Mormons; it was 2 Scientologists, and they had
even
they
worse.
they had a Dianetics book.
Scientologist.
They had a
Oh,
they had a
God.
they had a
Scientology.
they had a Dianetics book, and they asked him, "Hey, do you want to come get a free fun personality test? Come over here."
Oh,
And
I've seen those videos on YouTube.
he got
Oh God.
he got hooked. He got hooked, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh
fuck!
Why? At least then it's an illusion. Holy.
So he's gonna go drop a couple $100 real quick. Anyway, as he does
An
that,
illusion, by the way.
and that money is gonna disappear when they disappear because
Yeah,
of course it
definitely.
would.
Yeah. Do I earn that money?
No, Scientology gets it in real life.
Sad.
IRL.
Oh, great.
They actually get it.
Bro, I just fucking opened a fizzy drink, and I'm not even kidding. It sprayed out fucking everywhere.
Too bad.
Well,
Fuck.
That sounds sad.
as you
On my
successfully
keyboard.
managed to distract them with Dianetics, what do you
Yeah.
talk to Durla about?
I mention. I don't mention it directly. I do it kind of indirectly. I say I could investigate their fixation with red balls. If you'd wish.
Sorry, repeat the question.
Pointing. I could investigate their obsession with red balls, if you would. As I point, if you wished, as I point to his red ball, implying that it might at least be worth a look. To look for that.
Oh, Durla.
I of course know.
Durla.
Yeah, I know what the represents.
Yeah, Durla looks to you, and you see Durla's sad face. As Durla says, "Do what you feel is best, but be cautious. For I believe Mr. Witch and Light know more about this epidemic than they let on."
You're the same. But let us see. I will do my best to get Star back.
As Durla gives you a smile and gives you a nod. As the 2 little boys continue to run around playing cheerfully, happily. A small tear falls from Durla's face.
Yeah. As I walk over and catch up with the other 2.
All right. Give me just a second.
I want you to all know I'm eating barbecue chicken loaded fries right now.
Okay. Cool.
That shit is busting.
There we go. best I'm gonna get it. Feels like I could. Suddenly my green is really acting weird. Yeah.
Wow, damn. Yeah, you're flickering all the time.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Might it be the light reflection from your screen?
Don't think so. Better?
I don't know.
That's definitely
Yeah, a
better.
bit.
Like, it's still showing up behind me. That's really aggravating me.
Oh yeah, it definitely seems to be a light issue if it's showing up behind you.
Yeah, I can't. This light's not bright enough, though, to reflect behind me. It's like, it's just a shitty little LED bulb. I need another ring light.
Oh yeah, but it seems to be a shadow problem when you see, like, it's
Yeah.
when your shadow's cast that you see it.
Yeah. It's because the light behind me is not bright enough to stop the shadow from being cast. That's why I need a brighter. I need like another ring light behind me.
Yeah.
Pull this one a little closer. No, makes no difference. Anyway, as you make your way from Durla, beginning to catch up with the rest of the group, we do our scene change now to the Bubble Pop Teapot, where Grevin and Zareth, you guys have already arrived. And upon arrival, you see a 20-foot tall teapot resting on a wooden platform, its painted surface whirling with moving imagery of flying dragons breathing streams of bubbles. A door at the base of the teapot allows for entry into its interior, and those who you see entering emerge from a spout enclosed in a bubble that detaches and floats above the carnival. You see a whole shit ton of goblins just chilling around the platform, having a tea party. But one of the goblins sits upon a special chair, collecting tickets for the entrance. And over to the side, you see one of the minor attractions. Hold on, give me just a second. Let me pull up its info, because I completely forgot to have these ones up. Sources, oh, Wild, open. Oh, right, do I not have, okay, good, I have access to it again, I think. Yeah.
Which one? The
Wild,
bubble pop?
yeah, I gotta read its intro. It's just fucking...
I can send you a snippet of it.
I got it. I had to just open up D&D Beyond real
Okay.
quick. It's okay. Carnival.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm sharing.
Yep, yeah. For some reason, I lost access to it for a bit, for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
Oh my god, Orphan, guess what just happened?
What?
My friend on Rivals just invited me to a game and insta started a comp game. And I was like, what? I was trying to talk to him, yo, what's up? And then he just insta started a comp game. Fuck.
Jesus. All right.
See,
Well,
that's what I do when I accidentally click invite on someone I don't want to play with. Just saying.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to play this game while I'm fucking D&D. Alright, that's fine. I'm baller like that. It's fine.
all right. What you guys see over to the side of the Bubble Pot Teapot is upon a wagon there sits a ring toss game where outside of it a very strange creature with fuzzy black fur with white fur inlining, large hooked ears, and 3 arms and 3 legs, wearing strange googly eye goggles, stands with his arms flailing around, yelling out, "Come, come, come, play Almaraz ring toss! Come, come, come!" And Grevin and Zareth, as you both approach, what do you do?
I'm muted. Shit. Can I like roll an insight check on this guy to see if this game looks legit or if it's some like I don't know. He's got 3 arms and 3 legs and whatnot. Kind of curious to see if he's trying any sleight of hand or
Can I try and
things.
You can. Do you want to go ahead?
I
Roll.
also
Like,
want
I'll sit back and I'll watch someone else.
I
play it, and
also
then
want to try to
stir-
convince the guy playing the game if he can tell me the trick.
Okay, so I want to sit back and wait until someone else goes up to it and plays it, and kind of see if I see any sort of like funny business happening.
Okay, gotcha. So,
That's my inside check.
as you walk over Grevin and Zareth, you walk over too. Zareth, you walk up to the actual guy himself. Grevin, you watch as sooner or later someone comes on over and pays the guy a ticket punch to do the ring toss. The guy gives him the rings. You see him using his extra arms just to grab rings faster and more efficiently off of the little unicorn bunny's horns. As he collects all the rings and he gives it to him. As Zareth walks up and asks him what's the trick, the guy looks to Zareth and he says, "There is no trick, buddy. It's just a ring toss game." as the kid begins to throw the rings onto the unicorn, you see the first ring the kid throws completely misses by a mile. As the weird bug fellow looks to the kid, he says, "You got it, buddy. Keep trying." As the kid throws the second one, and it bounces and it almost lands, but it just barely off, and he misses, and he's on to the third and final one. And the kid throws it, and as it goes and it looks like it's gonna entirely miss, you see his third arm extends quickly and kind of pulls it down, and the ring therefore it lands on the horn. And the kid obviously sees him do this, but he's like really he's got a big smile regardless, as he says, "Yeah, you won, buddy!" Clapping all three of his hands, stomping all three of his feet as he goes and he grabs a stuffed unicorn bunny off of a rack, and he gives it to the little kid and he says, "All right, champ, have a good one."
So I don't need to roll anything.
Yeah, no.
Can't roll it.
Yeah. You don't need to bother. I was expressing that he literally even cheated to help the kid. It's just a game. You're not gonna find any of these stalls scamming you. This carnival has a whole no cheating rule.
Interesting.
Very much.
All right, well, I'll
does,
walk up
though.
and I'll ask him how to play, and I've seen how to play. I guess I'll just ask him about the prizes. How do you earn the prizes?
It's quite simple, big man. If you throw 3 successful tosses, you get 2 prizes. If you throw 2 successful tosses, you get 1. And if you throw 1 successful toss, I am not supposed to give you anything, but I can't do that to the little guy. He was too cute.
Okay. Does he have the prizes on display anywhere?
No. Instead, you get a other than the stuffed unicorn bunnies, unless you want one of those, he has prize vouchers, which you have to go to the big top to cash in.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll play.
All right. He takes your ticket and he stamps another stamp into it. And now you get to roll 3 dexterity checks. You have to beat a 17. Meet or beat a 17.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, let's find out. Go ahead and roll.
Straight dexterity, you said, eh?
Yep, just dexterity checks. It's what it says. I'm reading it straight off the page.
I'm just looking at what my dexterity is. Yeah, I have to roll 3 of them.
Yes, 3 dexterity checks. You need 2 to get 1 prize, 3 to get 2 prizes.
The highest I got was 2 14s and a 16.
2 14s and a 16. You do have a funny die. Do you want to add it?
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. As you throw the 3 rings, first one misses. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Second one misses. Oh, better luck next time. And then finally the third one. Oh, well, sometimes you're just not a winner. But at least you get a free ride on the bubble pop with one go of the ring toss. So enjoy the ride, pal. As he gives you a free, he gives you a little ticket that says 1 free bubble pop ride.
Okay.
As he looks to Zareth, and he says, "What about you, big dude? You want to give it a go?" Oh, he's deafened because he's playing Marvel Rivals, right? Well, he forfeits his opportunity for the prize. Instead, he's just gonna follow you, Caliph. He sees you starting to approach from the back. Hey, Caliph! How you doing, buddy?
How you doing? It's been a while.
Still don't remember my name, do you?
Nah, I forgot. Sorry. You're the one I struggle with.
It's on the sign! And above it says Al Mirage Ring Toss.
Oh, Mirage, that's right. Sorry, I don't often go to the bubble pot.
I know, buddy. I don't see you here too often, so I must mean you're on a break time. Escorting our fine fellers here. Why don't you come on try the ring
yes.
toss then?
The ring toss, sure, I'll try.
All right, perfect. Since you're a resident worker, don't worry about the ticket stub. And he hands you the 3 rings.
Great.
Go ahead, buddy.
So 3 sleight of hand?
3 dexterity checks. It says just dex checks. It just says dex checks.
Okay. So that's a +1. So I'll just what's the DC?
17. It's really high. Surprising.
Super,
So
high.
a
That's
nat
actually-
1,
there's no way I'm
a
getting that.
6, and a so a nat 1, so a nat 1 for a total of
Surprisingly
2, a 7, and a 7. I have no idea.
You-
That is
whoop,
the highest DC for it.
Yeah, it's really
For a level 1? For a level
Yeah.
1, yeah.
Yeah, it's really crazy that they made a DC 17.
No, but even also for the stalls.
yeah, it is the highest one of all the checks I've seen. It is even of the
It is.
of the gnome
Oh,
poetry,
no, well-
which is
Well,
fucking poetry.
there's the dragon tail one, but that is at least like visibly perception, which means you can add a proficiency.
Yeah,
Yeah, dexterity is just nothing.
yeah. As he sees you throw 3 losers, he says, "Man, you guys just aren't meant for it tonight, huh? Oh well. Well, you get a free bubble pop ride too, and here, give one to the big man, even though he didn't ride it anyway." As you all 3,
Yeah, I'll try.
as you all 3 get a free bubble pop ride, do you make your way over to the actual teapot?
Well, that was a great fucking game of Marvel Rivals. Like we instantly
Oh,
lost
okay.
at 1-0.
Perfect. Okay, good. Well, good thing you're back. So you have the opportunity. The bug guy has he told you that there is no trick. You even saw him help a kid win. Like he kind of helped the kid cheat essentially to get the kid a prize because he didn't want to see the kid lose. And then you have just watched Caliph and Grevin both fail all 3 of their goes. They fucked up they completely fucked up the ring toss. And he's looking at you and he says, "What about you, big man? You want to give it a go?"
Can I ask him for the trick behind it?
There is no trick.
There
It's
is
literally
no-
it's just that's what I was saying. It's just you just
Oh.
throw the rings.
Sure, why not?
All right. He takes your ticket. He stamps it out. So you another ticket stamp. Make sure you write that down. And he gives you 3 rings, 3 dexterity checks, just flat dexterity checks.
Nom, 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 nom. So it's a +3 on the 3 of those. So 16, 17, 18, 20, 22. So 18, 22, and 12.
So you do manage to successfully land 2 of the rings, and as you land the first 2, all right, first one in. Oh shit, you got 2. Ah, well, better luck next time. You at least get 1 prize. As he hands you a prize voucher, which you can redeem at the Big Top Extravaganza. Also, Xerix, you did take out that potion you got from the snail race, right? Because
Yeah.
Just wanna make sure. All right, cool. And then you also got rid of the clockwork amulets.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure. I always wanted to ask while I was thinking about it. All right. Well, you are the only one to successfully win a prize, and with your prize, he gives you the prize voucher. He says you can either have a prize voucher or you can have one of these guys, and he points up to the stuffed animal that he gave to the little kid. It's literally just it's a stuffed bunny with a unicorn horn.
I'm tempted to say if it was alive, I could fuck it, but no. He's gonna look to the party and he's gonna stick a middle finger up and be like, "Ha! Suck it."
As you take your prize voucher, he also gives you, and here's a free ride on the big top, the big pop, and here's a free ride on the bubble pop teapot, and he hands you a free ride voucher, so you don't have to get your ticket stamped again. This is my way. Normally, all of the events in the Witchlight Carnival cannot be experienced off of one ticket, and because I've made it impossible for you guys to actually purchase a ticket without Fey Gold, because you guys don't have Fey Gold, this is my way of making it where you actually can experience everything in the carnival all on one ticket. So all of the side things that you'll find in an attraction, if you do them, will come with a free voucher for the actual attraction for that area. That way you get both for the price of one.
Alright. He's gonna walk over to the bubble ride and he's gonna be like, I hope there's some fucking booze or women over here.
As you walk up, the friendly goblin sitting in the chair looks to you and he says, would you like to ride the toil and trouble?
He hands him a ticket and he goes, yeah, why not? I got this thing. I might as well fucking use it.
All right. As he takes the voucher and he says, please enter the gnarly tree knot.
Yeah, I do so.
I'll enter as well.
As he looks to you, he says, oh, thank you for the ticket. Please enter away. Or, sorry, thank you for the bramble thicket. As you enter the bubble teapot as well. As Caliph, you also enter
more like
too?
fuck it. Haha.
You enter as well?
Yeah, Caliph will be on follow mode. I've got some things, so I'm just mostly on follow mode. I'll try to listen in.
Okay, cool. All right. As all three of you enter, you hear the goblin go, hee hee hee, kick, 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 as he clicks a staff on the teapot, and the door immediately slams shut. And then all around you, you see bubbles begin to just pour into the teapot, just pouring and pouring and pouring, just coming out of nowhere until they all begin to mesh together, surrounding you. And then all of them push into one big bubble, which the bubble begins to lift, and you're all three of you standing in the bubble. The bubble begins to pick up underneath your feet, and you slowly begin to move to the spout. And you all kind of begin to freak out because the spout's way too small for you to fit out of it. But somehow it's like, if I don't know if anyone you've ever seen Spy Kids 3D. There's a scene where like he just goes through this like really thin pipe and he just like squeezes and squishes through, and he's completely fine. You all kind of do the same
in very
thing.
bad 90s CGI.
As they like to say in the movie, cake.
Yeah, exactly. And then you come squeezing through, and pop, you come popping out the other side, still in the bubble, as the bubble begins to float.
It's like unbirthing shit.
And as the bubble begins to fly around, you guys get another aerial view of the carnival. Once again, just experiencing just the sight of it from the sky. You guys can see the carousel in the distance spinning round and round. You guys can see the canopy next to the big top spinning, playing music. Behind you guys, not too far where you just came from, the Pixie Kingdom, where your fairy friend awaits. Of course, the snail racing and the mystery mine as well in the back. And, oh, the Hall of Illusions. You take note of that location, though. You definitely think to explore it later on. And as the bubble becomes slowly flying down, it lands right in front of the big top extravaganza as ding, 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 time chimes on the 4th hour of the carnival. And with that, we will be ending here for today,
Wild.
where we will
Thank you
pick
for
up
session.
with the beginning of next session. I completely forgot to even put the music bot on today. Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. I really don't care. The guy's been copywriting me like crazy anyway, even though I've been crediting his music, and I even emailed him about it, and he was like, "It's not, the music credit's not right," and I'm like, "It literally says music credit, and I'm adding your YouTube." So I'm not even that big of a deal about it. I'll figure it out when I figure it out. But I hope you three have enjoyed today's session, and I hope everyone at home watching has enjoyed today's session. If you did, please make sure to, as always, tap that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we upload or go live. Make sure to hit that sub button so that you become a fellow adventurer of the Orphan Guild. It shows more support than you could ever imagine. As well, make sure to drop a like down below and leave a comment. What was your favorite part of today's session? And of course, if you haven't already, check out the link in my bio to my link to the link tree that you'll find a link to OnlyFans, where you can find my partner's content at stoned_n_summer. As always, I have been your host, the D&D Orphan, signing off. I'll see all you beautiful adventurers in the next episode. Goodbye. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.